Hi everybody, Junior here, and today I want to talk to you about a book that I've been reading called The Obesity Code, and I find it really interesting. So just hear out what this book says. We often think of weight loss as calories in and calories out. The person is obese because they've been eating too much. Now what this guy is coming to say, Dr. Jason Fung, is that's not the main reason. It's actually might not be the reason at all in some cases. It's not about calories in and calories out. And so the way he puts this forward is, he says, if it's about calories in and calories out, why is it that when I give somebody insulin, it's almost always that their weight goes up? You know, why does belly fat go up with insulin? And it's not just insulin, also prednisone is another drug, and the most common side effect is weight gain. So it's like, if it's calories in and calories out, why are we having weight gain and belly fat increase from insulin? There's got to be something more besides calories in and calories out. Okay, so it's not about calories, but it is about hormones. So he's saying that insulin is a hormone. There are a few other hormones involved, and that weight gain might be being caused not because of you having too much calories, but you not having the right hormones, and your hormones are triggering the fat storage in your body. Okay, so now I've explained to you what he's saying, that it's not calories and it's hormones. So the other thing that he says is that what it is he's saying is it's kind of like a thermostat, and that it's set to a certain temperature. So in your AC room, whether you have the thermostat set to 60 or 72 or 90, your AC is always going to try to get you to that set temperature. So if you leave the windows open, it'll work extra hard if it's 60. If you have everything closed, it'll start throwing hot air if you've set it to 90 by mistake. So he says that weight gain and weight loss is not about calories, but that somewhere inside in your body you could say that there is a set point for your weight, that your body and through the brain, through the hypothalamus, is setting a set point, and your body is going to try to achieve that set point. So in his book, he talks about we are treating obesity with calories, but what we should be doing is we should be adjusting the set point, and it is shifting the set point which is going to lead to your weight loss. It's not about eating less. And I find this very interesting, because someone like my mom, who's 70, she always says that, beta, you know, ye jo wajan hai, ye lose karna bahut mushkil hai itne saalon ka wajan. So if you've been fat for a long time, it's harder to lose that weight. And so, you know, this whole thesis where he starts with, which is that if I give insulin, why does their weight increase? It really made me start thinking, like, what is this guy saying? You know, why is that happening if it's not calories in and calories out? So he says insulin is a hormone, and what happens is that we have developed insulin resistance. And so we need more insulin in the body. And the more insulin that there is, insulin is also, besides helping us burn sugar in the cells, insulin is what helps us convert glucose into fat. So the hypothesis is that more insulin in your body means that your liver will convert more of the glucose to fat, and your set point, because of having greater insulin in your blood, goes higher. So he's like, how do you decrease your set point? How do you decrease the insulin in your system? So now I'm going to talk to you about where the concept of intermittent fasting comes in, and something that we can discuss with you and your eating plan if you want to try it. So with intermittent fasting, this is your time of the day, and if you just have 3 meals, the way it works out is you build up insulin in your system during your breakfast, during your lunch, and during your dinner, and in between you have periods of low insulin, and more importantly, you'll have a very long period of low insulin if you don't eat for 14 hours, let's say 12 hours to 14 hours. So if this was at 7 p.m. and you don't have breakfast until 10 a.m., then you've gone through a long distance of having low insulin. And so when you have low insulin, that insulin resistance which you've built up, that goes down. So one of the example he talks about is like people build up high tolerance. जैसे जो बहुत पीता है वो कहता है कि मैं खूब पी सकता हूँ. Drugs के साथ ये बहुत common होता है कि people who take little bit of drugs, then he talks about cocaine addiction and how that that junkie needs more and more of it every time to get the same high, because he's built resistance to the thing, and your body is building resistance to insulin, so you need more insulin to do the same job. What you want to do is decrease your insulin so your body handles all that glucose with less insulin. And so you compare this with a snacking model, and so you're eating a little bit throughout the day, and what is happening is that there is no period of low insulin, and so that you've got an elevated period of insulin all through here. All of this also represents the insulin along with your glucose. So what you want to do is increase the amount of not having insulin being produced in your body, of giving your pancreas a rest, and converting your fat storage into glucose through the liver. So I hope all this makes sense. This is all like very interesting stuff, and I really liked it, especially the way he approaches obesity in a totally new light. And I wanted to share this with you because I thought you would find it interesting.